2, 1. Hi, I'm Chief Meteorologist Carl Arredondo, wanting to update you on what's going on in the tropics, because we do have a tropical disturbance out in the Atlantic Ocean or the Caribbean Sea that we're watching, so we're going to keep an eye on the possibility of some development there. As you can see down here down in the southwest Caribbean Sea, you can see off the coast of Panama and Central America, there's a cluster of clouds out there. That is Invest number 90. So we are continuing to watch this system that's now developing, and we'll continue to watch this for the possibility of this working its way through the northwest Caribbean Sea and into the Gulf of Mexico. That's why we're bringing you this Facebook Live update right now, to give you a heads up that we could see some development in this system reach the Gulf of Mexico. Just where and when, still not certain, but the models today are kind of indicating that we may see a little more development from this system than what it looked like yesterday. So as you look at the information, this is Invest number 90. You can see that its coordinates there. It's moving west-northwest at 9. Winds are at 30. So right now, it is a very unorganized system. It is not a system yet to be named. The next name on the list will be Nate. But I do want to indicate that there is the possibility we could see some development from this system over the next few days. Don't really have a lot of computer model runs on there to show you those spaghetti plots, so it's just started. So hopefully by the time we have the 5 o'clock news, we'll have more of those computer models to show you. But this is our precision cast model showing Friday morning the system still south and east of the Yucatan Peninsula. So it's still away from us on Friday. As you can see on this graphic here, Friday or tomorrow, a 10% chance of rain. Thursday, dry. Friday, 10%. So nothing's happening for us, at least until the weekend. So here's a look at the GFS model. This is the one I want to show you what's happening with the GFS and the European model. As we look, this is Friday evening. You can see that circle around the Yucatan Peninsula indicating possibly a depression. So when you see a closed circulation like that, it's a depression. And right now it's looking very weak by Friday evening. Now Saturday, you can see in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico by Saturday afternoon, possibly is a depression or even a tropical storm. So we may be talking about at least a tropical storm. Could this be stronger? Sure. Remember, as I've mentioned many times before, the intensity forecasts are far less reliable than the track forecast. So right now, at least a tropical storm. Could it be stronger? Again, it's a possibility. We'll have to wait and see as it develops. But what I do want to indicate is that we do have the potential for a tropical system in the Gulf of Mexico. There's no protection for us in Louisiana. So right now, from Louisiana to Florida, all interests need to pay attention. There's no front. There's no blocking high for Louisiana. So right now, we do have to watch this, as well as to the east into sections of Florida. So this is Saturday afternoon. This is Sunday morning, bringing it right across southeast Louisiana as a tropical storm. So we'll have to keep an eye to see if this model does hold true. Remember, between the GFS and the European, we kind of look at both of those to see what the track's going to be. But this one brings it right towards us. So let's not get alarmed. Let's not get worried. But let's start thinking about your hurricane plan, if you have it in place, for this coming weekend. So Sunday morning would be the impact time as it comes towards us, and then working its way by Sunday evening straight towards northern Alabama. So you can see this is a fast-moving system. We don't anticipate any stalling if this system does develop. All right, here's the European model, and you can see by Friday afternoon, not too far from where the GFS had it, but this one a little farther north and east in the Yucatan Channel as a weak system, maybe a depression. And then as we look at Saturday afternoon, in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, kind of similar to the GFS. So they kind of agree in both these scenarios that we might have a depression or a tropical storm in the middle of the Gulf on Saturday. Now let's see where it goes for Sunday morning. This starts turning it. The European starts turning it and staying to our southeast by Sunday morning. Remember, the GFS had it right on top of us by Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, Sunday evening, the European takes it more to our east, towards Panama City, Apalachicola, as you can see by Monday morning, inland across South Georgia. So right now, a little difference in the models. Once we get past Saturday, GFS brings it towards us, European turns it and takes it towards parts of Florida. So again, it's real early, but we want to give you an indication that we'll have to start watching the Gulf of Mexico for this weekend. Here's the 7-day forecast. Now remember, the next 3 days are going to be nice, so if you have any plans or anything you want to get done for the possibility of a tropical system moving into our area. You've got 3 days to really get that going. But you can see Saturday I've increased the chance of rain with some wind, 40%. And Sunday right now I have the highest rain chance with either a direct impact or the system close to us on Sunday. Now remember, yesterday I had the highest rain chance on Saturday with this as a weak system moving across our area on Saturday. So this is backed up a day. Could it back up even more? Absolutely. We could see maybe the high rain chance on Monday. So again, the timing still has to be determined because it is not an organized system right now. So things can change. But again, we have to keep an eye on this. So this 7-day forecast is not written in stone because we're not sure exactly where the system's going to be, how strong, and it's not even developed yet. When it develops, that's going to play a big part in the computer models as well. But you can get the idea that right now it looks like the weekend could be impacted according to today's data. So again, this is not to alarm you, not to get you to scare you, but just to let you know that there is a possibility that this system could affect the Gulf of Mexico. And again, from Louisiana on into Florida, we have to watch this. So Louisiana is a possibility for an impact. And again, we have to keep an eye on this at least through the next several days. But again, it could change. It could be delayed a little bit more, and it could be stronger. It could be weaker. This is just really the first indication of the model runs we're seeing that are starting to develop it a little bit more than what we saw yesterday. So I want to give you a heads up, give you an early warning to let you know that we have to start watching the Gulf. We're still in hurricane season, and we still can have activity in the beginning part of October. All right, that's it for now. We'll have more information coming up at 5 o'clock with the latest computer models and information on Invest number 90 and what impacts, if any, could have to us in the Gulf of Mexico.